everyone. Today we're going to have the next tasting of my base porter with Crystal 60 malt and Chocolate Malt. Crystal 60 malt. They kiln, so there's like a 10, a 20, a 40, a 60, an 80, 100, 120. So this is just using, if you want to call it, a specialty malt of Crystal 60. I'm not going to go over the grain bill. I have done a review before that I'll post up here if you want to go check that out. The full recipe is in the description. So this was bottled on 12/22, 4.91% ABV. Beersmith called this to be 5.4% ABV, so we're a little bit under, but again, it's a porter. I want my porters light, so 4.5 to 5.5, that's fine. Now I just finished the 40L version that you can check out up here, but I would say that was over-carb just a little bit. I do use 7 of the small pearl carbonation tablets for these 22-ounce bottles. Good hiss, good smoke. I know when I opened the 40 version, it started rising a little, and this isn't. So let's see if we can get a head on here. Starting. Not as good as the 40. Big bubbles though. Tannish colored head, I would say this is a little bit darker than the 40 version, but because we're using Crystal 60, I could see that. It almost looks like it's nitro, except for a couple big bubbles, not even a half a finger of head in there. Color. Now, this one, I have to say, up here is a like a dark brown color, but down in here, I would say from here to here is more of a red amber hue. Then down here, it's almost orange, like a very dark orange color. That's weird. You would think this would be darker than the 40 version. Let's go ahead and smell. I think in this, there's a little bit more sweetness, like a biscuity sweet chocolate. The chocolate is last, so it's real low, but yeah, like a sweeter biscuit malt is what it smells like. I'm sure the sweetness is coming from the Crystal 4 or Crystal 60. Yeah, I get a little bit more sweet chocolate out of this one than I did the 40 version. So let's go ahead and taste. Thicker. Now, I don't know, I think it's undercarbed a little bit. Like if this was an IPA and this carbonation level was here, I think you would be like, what's going on with this beer? But I think it works better in porters and stouts, the less carbonation you have. And it's almost making the body feel thicker. And the body, at least on this, helps that chocolate. Like when I get some of that coffee chocolate in the taste, that body goes along with it, so it's a little thicker. This one seems like it's more of the malt. Like not as much of the chocolate or bitterness that I got with the 40L. And I'll do a side-by-side review, but it seems lacking in, I almost want to say like sweet roasted chocolate. Like I want more of that in there. Like you get a little bit, but it is a little drier, which is kind of weird since it's under the ABV. You'd think there's more sugar in there. And we were above on the original gravity. It's very easy drinking. You do get a touch of that roasted malt You could say a little coffee, a little chocolate. I think the chocolate is more than the coffee. I think it's just that roasted malt's going to bring out a very light roasted coffee. Yeah, I think it needs more carbonation. It seems like it's lacking carbonation, so it's kind of flat in there. And I want more. Like if I could take that 40 version and this version and mix them together, I think it would be fine. But yeah, this one, I don't want that much bitterness in my porters, so I think I would rather drink this than the 40, but we'll get into that. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what your carbonations are on your porters. And if you like this video, check some more out over here. And until next time, happy brewing.